see.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
And a very pleasant good morning, everybody. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. We wake up with 33 degrees as we get started here today on this Monday morning. It is the 14th day of January. We've got a bunch of folks here. Everybody's in a good mood today, and I'm glad to hear that. Let me tell you about some of our birthday honorees that we have today, including Gary Claywell, Danielle Nunn, Kenny Alexander, Sammy Edmonds has a birthday today. Griffin Murphy is 19. Russ Reed celebrates. Zach Miner, Adam Burge, Jamie Johns, Amanda Eversole, Julie Collier, Candace Simmons. It's Melissa Beauty's birthday today. Janie Klein, Joey Wilson is celebrating. We'll sound the 60 gong at the bottom of the hour for Charles Patrick, who is celebrating. And we have Jennifer Garman on the birthday list today, too. And also we have one anniversary thus far. It's Lowell and Pam Browning. Congratulations to the Brownings. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, we're here for you, WCLUradio.com. Wes Royce in the newsroom and local news after this.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow.
After a little bit of wintry precip for some, especially north, we'll roll through the day with clouds trying to break up, but I think they're going to win today, and that's going to keep the insulation or incoming solar radiation from keeping us from getting too warm. 36. Overnight tonight, we break up the clouds. Colder, 26. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow, 42. Then high pressure dominates through midweek and slides east, so we do get a little milder on the west side of that high. More sun than clouds Wednesday in the low 50s. Next storm system brings rain, and it's probably going to be all rain. Low 50s on Thursday. Friday, mostly cloudy, upper 40s. Over the weekend, it just gets a little bit more interesting. Much colder air coming in, rain potentially to snow. Saturday, Sunday. I'm Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Talk about interesting this morning, Ray. We've got fog out there, reduced visibility. The visibility out to Glasgow Airport at last check was only 2.5 miles. Normally it's 10 miles, so you can see quite a bit of reduction from the standpoint of visibility out there this morning. Other current conditions, barometers at 30.32, the humidity is at 98%. Northwest winds this morning blowing between 3 and 8 miles an hour. Over the weekend, we did have rain on Friday and on Saturday and on Sunday, and you add all that up, and for the weekend, the total 55/100ths of an inch of rain. It's damp out there this morning, 33 degrees, 6:09.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding, and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse. The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Glad
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. A capacity crowd attended the first Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce breakfast of the year at the TJ Pavilion Friday morning. The event was hosted by the Citizens First Bank with a warm welcome from the bank's president, Carissa Peterson. Newly elected chamber president Brett Lowe with Atmos Energy presided over the event with keynote addresses from new Mayor Harold Armstrong and County Judge Executive Michael Hale. As a part of Hale's presentation, he announced the winner of the Barron County Government Echo Award. This award recognizes exemplary citizens helping others. The honoree is Justin Browning, who has been instrumental in bringing the InterApp Skills program to the community. Browning told WCLU about InterApp Skills.
Well, I'm project manager for Barron County Skills. We partnered with InterApp, which is a software company from Louisville, last semester to complete a training program. Our cohort 1 was incredibly successful, 93% success rate, which is unheard of in any type of training program. And we're finishing up getting all the adults placed, and they're placed we've got some placed as software developers in Louisville and Nashville locally. We have individuals placed as web developers, and there's just great things ahead. We're not stopping. We're not done.
Small Business of the Quarter is Glasgow Prescription Center owner Robert Oliver accepted the award and made remarks to the crowd, as well as introducing a number of his staff who were in attendance. The award was presented by Small Business Committee Chairman Tina Heiser. The Glasgow City Council will meet tonight with new members and a new mayor presiding over the business. A new firefighter, Drew Masterson, will be sworn in. Appointments will be made to several boards and committees, including an executive order pertaining to the Emergency Management Department. Tracy Shirley is expected to be nominated as director once again. It is also expected that Jamie McFarland will be nominated to continue serving as city clerk. In old business, some financing options for the new water park are to be discussed. The meeting begins at 7 p.m. The Glasgow Police Department have arrested Keith Bird, age 51, of Cave City in connection with the armed robbery of the Dollar General store on West Main in Glasgow. Bird is charged with robbery first degree and wanton endangerment first degree. The arrest was made by Officer John Warnock and Officers A.J. Reese, assisted by the Barron County Sheriff's Department. On Friday afternoon, the Glasgow Police Department responded to an armed robbery at the Dollar General store located on West Main Street in Glasgow. Bird allegedly brandished a firearm at the clerk and demanded money before leaving. No injuries were reported. And on Saturday afternoon, the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to a complaint of an injury collision involving a vehicle and the CSX train at the railroad crossing at Dillard Road. Upon arrival, deputies, it was discovered that a 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix operated by Travion T. Carter, age 19, of Bowling Green, had been on the railroad track crossing when his vehicle was struck by a train going through the crossing. Carver was transported to the Medical Center of Bowling Green for treatment of minor injuries. The Warren County Sheriff's Office was assisted on the scene by the Woodburn Volunteer Fire Department. The collision is still under investigation. More local news when we continue here on WCLU.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
TJ/training. Life at the top is worth the climb.
In more local news at this hour, lots of high school basketball this weekend at the Glasgow Scotties, and Lady Scotties played in the 2A Section 1 tournament at Hopkins Central High School in Madisonville. Both teams advanced to earn berths in the state tournament this weekend in Owensboro. First, the girls won over Callaway County 47-41, but lost in the championship game to Webster County 52-42. Both the sectional winner and runner-up advanced to the state, so the Lady Scotties will play Rowan County at 11 a.m. on Friday morning. Now turning to the boys, in the opening game Saturday, the Scotty boys defeated Callaway County 54-42, then came back on Sunday and down to Webster County 54-48 to take the title. So Friday morning, the Scotties will play in the 2A state tournament in Owensboro against Rowan County at 9:30. WCLU will have the broadcasts of all the action. For just the first time in the Ginger High Colvin era, Lady Tiger basketball makes a splash in major NCAA Division Level 1 and landed University of Mississippi transfer Bree Glover. Coach High Colvin announced the transfer late Friday night as she was heading to a recruiting trip at a local high school. Bree Glover is a 5'10" forward from Glasgow, Kentucky, and will have 2 years of eligibility remaining for the 2019-20 and 2021 seasons. Bree is an unbelievable talent and a huge pickup for the team, says Coach High Colvin. They watched her excel in high school at Glasgow under Coach Stinson and knew she would go on to be a great college player. They're so grateful that she decided to come back closer to home. Glover played the previous 2 seasons at Ole Miss and excelled on the court. Just last season, she averaged in 31 games 20.3 minutes a game and tallied 1.6 points and 4.9 rebounds a game. Prior to her commitment to Ole Miss and now transfer to Campbellsville, Glover also was considered by Indiana, Kansas, Stanford, and WKU coming out of high school. The Kentucky General Assembly has formed a public pensions working group to review and analyze the state's public pension systems, including a review of the system's structure, costs, benefits, and funding. The panel will be co-chaired by Senator Will Schroeder and Republican and Representative Jerry Miller of Louisville. Other members include Senate President Robert Stivers of Manchester, Senate Majority Floor Leader Damon Thayer of Georgetown, Senator Jimmy Higdon of Lebanon, Christian McDaniel, Senate Minority Floor Leader Morgan McGarvey, and Senate Minority Caucus Chair Johnny Ray Turner, among 10 to 12 others on the panel. The working group is authorized to meet as often as necessary at the discretion of the co-chairs during the current General Assembly session up to March the 30th, and if necessary can meet monthly during the 2019 legislative interim through December the 30th. The group is charged with making recommendations for General Assembly action by February 15th, although the group's co-chairs can request an extension until March 1st if needed. If even more time is needed to gather information before making recommendations, the co-chairs can submit an additional request for an extension to December the 1st. The group's first meeting will be held on Tuesday in the Capitol Annex. Lawmakers wrapped up the organizational session of the 2019 General Assembly on Friday with 4 bills receiving final passage in the Senate. One measure, sponsored by Senator John Schickel from Union, would remove the power of site-based councils to hire principals for their schools, placing it back into the hands of the district superintendents as it was prior to the passage of the Kentucky Education Reform Act. During floor debate, Schickel said the councils are important, and his bill does nothing to take away from the other 11 responsibilities they have. He says his bill would also add another parent to the site-based council, so there would be 2 parents and 2 teachers along with the principal. Senator Alice Forgy Kerr from Lexington spoke in opposition, saying this bill is very regressive and an effort to dismantle CARA. It passed 23-13. A third bill approved by the Senate, 30-6, would require monthly reporting of the dispensing of drugs that induce abortions to the Vital Statistics Branch of the Cabinet for Health and Family Services. Its sponsor, Senator Robbie Mills of Henderson, said it would also require the Vital Statistics Branch to issue an annual report and post it on the CHFS website. A bill sponsored by Senate Majority Leader Damon Thayer of Georgetown would require all candidates for office to file their reports to the Kentucky Registry of Election Finance electronically, beginning with the 2020 elections. Thayer says most candidates now file paper copies as the current software is cumbersome, outdated, and costs $200. Thanks to a $1.8 million appropriation a couple years ago, new software is under development along with smartphone and tablet apps. It passed 34-2. All 4 measures now head to the House. Lawmakers will be in recess until February the 5th. Later today, I'll speak with Representative Steve Riley on these matters and more with an update from Frankfort. For WCLU Local News, I am Wes Royce reporting. Right now it is 6:21, 33 degrees.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Billy Rutledge. Kentucky Department of Education Commissioner Dr. Wayne Lewis announced a new initiative on Sunday to encourage students to become leaders in their community.
We have to expect much more of ourselves, expect much more of our system, expect much more of our kids.
The Student Ambassador Initiative aims to raise the bar in learning and help close the gap in Kentucky's education system. The initiative will ask students to do service projects that promote learning where they live.
We have to raise the bar, and we must close the gap, not only for the sake of our children, but for the sake of our Commonwealth.
Lewis hopes this will encourage kids from all backgrounds to invest in their education. A Lexington mother is facing charges of DUI and endangering the welfare of a minor while trying to educate her son. Sunita Yarman told police yesterday she was teaching her son a lesson when she drank a lot of beers before getting in her car together. She also admitted to officers that she drove at speeds as high as 150 miles per hour. Governor Matt Bevin is taking his message to Ohio. Bevin will be the honorary speaker of an event in Southwest Ohio later this year. He'll speak to the Hamilton County GOP on Thursday, March 14th at its Lincoln Reagan dinner at Cincinnati Music Hall. A fundraiser is being held for the family of a St. Matthews detective who passed away from cancer earlier this month. Shack in the Back Barbecue will host an event today from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. tonight, with 15% of the proceeds going to Detective Jeremy Meyer's family. Shack in the Back Barbecue is located on Mount Holly Road near Fairdale Road in Fairdale. And the world's oldest known gorilla is celebrating a birthday. The Louisville Zoo celebrated Helen's 61st birthday on Saturday. There are only about 100,000 lowland gorillas left in the world. I'm Billy Rutledge.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
33 degrees, 626 from the studios of WCLU. In area funeral announcements this hour, David Leroy Taylor, 70, of Glasgow, died Saturday at his home. He was born in Glasgow, the son of the late William Leroy and Margaret Louise Franklin Taylor. David was a tool and die maker for Techno and a former employee of SKF for 39 years. He is survived by his wife, Judy Ann Taylor, 2 sons, Christopher David Taylor of Glasgow and Joseph Lee Taylor, and wife Vicky of Fountain Run. 3 grandchildren, Jesse Taylor, Dylan Disman, and Gracie Taylor, and 4 great-grandchildren, Harley Gale Taylor, Sophia Graceland Taylor, Haley Beth Taylor, and Bryland Kate Disman. 3 brothers also survive, Monty Taylor of Glasgow, Tony Taylor of Scottsville, and Ronnie Taylor of Bowling Green. Funeral services for David Leroy Taylor will be at 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins this afternoon at 2 p.m. and continues Tuesday until time for services. James Evans Arms, age 32, of Park City, died Thursday in Park City. The Barron County native was the son of James Robert Arms of Park City and Pam Scott of Bon Air. James worked for Arms Masonry and attended Caveland Baptist Church. Besides his parents, he leaves to honor his memory 2 sons, Tyler Arms of Park City and Caden Arms of Bowling Green, a daughter, Aaliyah Arms of Bowling Green, 1 brother, Cody Scott of Bon Air, 3 sisters, Megan Green of Fountain Run, Shauna Jameson of Cave City, and Madison Arms of Park City. Maternal grandparents, Thomas and Jane Boatman of Mary Oaks. Former stepfather, David Scott, several uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, and cousins. James was preceded in death by his paternal grandparents, Tessie and Vania Arms, and 2 uncles, Ed and Junior Arms. Service for James Arms will be Wednesday at 11 o'clock at the Patton Park City Chapel, interment to be in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation begins at 2 p.m. Tuesday. Memorial contributions can be made to the James Evans Arms Memorial Fund in care of the Patton Funeral Home in Park City. William E. Billy Adams, a retired Hart County dairy and beef cattle farmer and owner and a resident of E-Town for the past 10 years, died Saturday at Helmwood Healthcare Center after a short illness. Billy was a lifelong member of the Cosby United Methodist Church, a veteran of the U.S. Army, serving during the Korean conflict, a member of the Rio Verde No. 698 Masonic Lodge, and Master Mason for over 50 years, and a member of the Hart County Cattlemen's Association. He was a graduate of Horse Cave High School, the class of 47, and was an avid UK basketball fan. He is survived by his wife, Doris Grubbs Adams, a son, Darrell Adams, and a daughter, Joni Malone of E-Town, a son, Gerald Adams of Alabama. Also survived by 8 grandchildren and 13 great-grandchildren, with 1 on the way. 2 sisters and 1 sister-in-law, Betsy Deaton and Patsy Humphrey and Christine Adams, and many cousins, nieces, nephews, and friends. The funeral service for Billy Adams will be Wednesday at 10 at the Wynn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery with military honors. Visitation begins Tuesday at 4 p.m. Memorial contributions can take the form of gifts to either the American Cancer Society or to Gideon's International. Jill Flannery, age 45, of Rocky Hill, died Thursday in Park City. The Edmonson County native was the daughter of the late Vertus Davis and Georgia Yvonne Davis, who survives. Besides her mother, she leaves to honor her memory 2 sons, Patrick Flannery of Rocky Hill and Michael Aaron Kidd, Jr. of Indiana. 3 daughters, Brittany Decker of Rocky Hill, Haley Decker of Edmonton, and Tiffany Flannery of Rocky Hill. 1 brother, Mark Davis of Brownsville. 2 sisters, Lynn Vincent of Park City and Sherry Davis of Park City. 5 grandchildren, Shane, Timmy, Cameron, Symphony, and Kaylee. Several uncles, aunts, nieces, cousins, and her life partner, David Madison of Cave City. A graveside service for Jill Flannery will be at 11 o'clock on Tuesday morning at the Hawkins Cemetery under the direction of the Patton Funeral Home. Visitation begins today at 5 p.m. at the funeral home. Memorial contributions can be made to the Jill Flannery Memorial Fund in care of Patton Funeral Home. Service for Charles Earl Booty McComb, 73, of Georgetown, will be held at 1 o'clock Tuesday at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Interment to be in the Hillgrove Church Cemetery. Visitation begins at 11 o'clock Tuesday. Funeral services for Terrence Michael Fatboy Vance, age 54, of Cave City, will be at 1 o'clock today at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Service for Gene Davis, 86, of Glasgow, will be this morning at 11 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Memorial services for Mary Ann Taylor, 78, of Burkesville, will be at 2 o'clock Thursday at the Spears Chapel Community Church in Cumberland County, with the Norris New Funeral Home in charge. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find the complete listing of property available from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow, that's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
Clouds in, patchy fog this morning, but now temperatures will recover after a little bit of wintry precip for some, especially north. We'll roll through the day with clouds trying to break up, but I think they're going to win today, and that's going to keep the insulation or incoming solar radiation from keeping us from getting too warm. 36. Overnight tonight, we break up the clouds. Colder, 26. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow, 42. Then high pressure dominates through midweek and slides east, so we do get a little milder on the west side of that high. More sun than clouds Wednesday in the low 50s. Next storm system brings rain, and it's probably going to be all rain. Low 50s on Thursday. Friday, mostly cloudy, upper 40s. Over the weekend, it just gets a little bit more interesting. Much colder air coming in, rain, potentially to snow. Saturday, Sunday. I'm Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Talk about fog. We do have fog out there. Reduced visibility at the Glasgow Airport, only 2.5 miles, so you can see we're kind of fogged in a little bit out there. It should burn off pretty quickly. The barometer is at 30.32, humidity at 98%. Our winds are blowing out of the northwest between 3 and 8 miles an hour this morning. Over the weekend, you add up what we got on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and we have recorded 5,500 hundredths, a little over a half an inch of precip. 32 degrees. WCLU weather brought to you by your friends at Southern States Glasgow Cooperative.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Hi, welcome to the Subway ad for the $6 steak and cheese. How would you like it?
From a motivational speaker?
All right, let's get pumped up.
Okay, people, the world doesn't just hand you a $6 steak and cheese footlong. You have to want the delicious steak topped with melted cheese and veggies. Say, I believe in the powerful taste of green peppers and onions. Repeat after me. I want the $6 steak and cheese footlong. Subway, make it what you want.
Limited time only at participating locations. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Ralphie Ralphie's Fun Center brings you a check of the birthdays here on WCLU. And, of course, Ralphie's has a big deal coming up 1 week from today, the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. We're going to be telling you more details about that. But it's going to be a special day. Yeah, when everybody else is slowing down, taking off, or taking it cool, Ralphie's heats it up with something fun, and they've got that planned for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Let me get over here. I got this gong. I've had it on hold here, trying to make sure the roosters are good and awake. It's the 60 gong that we're going to fire off for you right here. Where is that gong? The big 6-0 for Charles Patrick celebrating today. It's also Jennifer Garman's birthday. Joey Wilson, Janie Klein has a birthday. Melissa Beauty, Candace Simmons, Julie Collier, Amanda Eversole. It's Jamie John celebrating. Adam Burge, Zach Miner, Russ Reed, Griffin Murphy. We understand Griffin is 19 today. Sammy Edmonds, Kenny Alexander, Miss Danielle Nunn with a birthday today. Gary Claywell celebrates. Wedding anniversary for Lowell and Pam Browning. Congratulations to the Brownings. 651-914-9800-956-1023. Online, it's a simple click here at WCLUradio.com. Birthdays and anniversaries. Somebody's going to win a birthday cake from Dairy Queen today. And also somebody's going to win a beautiful flower, a beautiful rosebud vase from Greer's Florists. Monday morning, 6:37, 32 degrees on the thermometer. We are into the archives, 100 years worth of stuff, good stuff, interesting things that have gotten us where we are, explains a lot of things, and we're going to get Sam Terry to join us for even more explanation here on the archives. After we hear a word from the sponsors of the archives, we're talking about Amedisys Home Health, as well as Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Amedisys Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Amedisys Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
All right, I've got, let's see here. First of all, I got to tell you about a good fellow having a birthday today. Terry Prophet is having a birthday, and I hope that Terry Prophet has a good birthday today. Now, speaking of Terry's, I've got Mr. Sam Terry on the phone right here as we kind of get to, you know, somebody, I saw somebody the other day, they really enjoy your commentary and that kind of stuff, and they were asking me if you were on the phone or if you were here, and I said, well, no, at this point in time, he's on the phone. He just makes it sound in person, I guess.
Well, we'll hope so anyway.
We're not recording it. We're not faking it or rehearsing it. That gets the authenticity in there, Sam.
Exactly.
We
want to be authentic.
That's right. It's you know, because you lose your credibility in this business, it takes a while to dig it back. I am going to come in here from 100 years ago and talk about some of the history, okay? And this was a story in the Glasgow Republican. This day in 1919, Sam. Says here, last week we mentioned the case of Stanley Orr, the 13-year-old boy who is living with Judge S.E. Jones, having been accidentally shot in the head and being carried to Louisville to have the bullet removed. Well, the piece of lead was located both by probing, which has a bad sound to it, and X-ray. So about 2 inches in front of the brain is where it was found. Brain tissues coming out with the probe, however, the little fellow got along so well that no attempt was made to remove the substance. And the judge returned Saturday with the boy, and he now seems on the high road to recovery, much to the gratification of his friends. Okay, Sam, so here we go. We got a poor young fella, 13 years old, who was shot in the head. I don't know the circumstances here. But nonetheless, because of that, he was living with the judge. And the judge took him to Louisville to have the bullet removed. But apparently he was a hard-headed fella, and the bullet really wasn't threatening the brains the way that I get it.
That's the way it sounds. It sounds like a rather grueling and unpleasant situation there, but it's nice that we see that he got along okay.
Yeah, and this Judge S.E. Jones must have been a compassionate judge. Took him to Louisville. A different day and time. 1929, Sam, here's the headline. Last Friday, the storm blew a wagon sheet onto a team of mules belonging to Mr. Joe White of the North Jackson Way, causing the mules to run. The wagon tongue was run into Mr. Conkin's auto, doing it much damage and injuring Mr. Conkin's hand. The mules, however, were slightly injured. So what I gather from this, a big wind blew up. They had a wagon with some sort of a cover on it. Blew the cover off and covered the mules instead. And the mules said, nope, we're out of here. So then without the mules, the wagon moved into this guy's car and damaged his hand. I guess he was trying to, I don't know, catch the wagon, stop it from hurting his car or something. I don't know.
Not sure, but sounds like a rather drama-filled situation there.
That's the picture I get of it for sure. 1939, we've got an advertisement here, Sam. This was in the Glasgow Republican, and it reads, a whale of a sale, mammoth savings. Bring a penny and see what 1 cent will buy you at Watson's. Steel wool pot cleaners will wall match boxes, light fixtures, spoons, children's caps, pocket knives, mouthwash, school tablets, hand lotion, shaving cream, a powder puff, and many other items. Now this is
inventory.
Yeah, this was a different Watson's than probably the ones that we remember, but it was apparently a Watson's. I'm just talking about a general store. Hey, I'm going to Watson's. Oh, we need some steel wool pot cleaners. Pick up a powder puff while you're there, and don't get them mixed up. From 1939, but that's what 1 cent will buy you, Sam. And I hadn't thought about these. I mispronounced it, which is often a problem, but there's wall match boxes. You remember those?
I do, and I was just thinking about the fact that it's something that's essentially obsolete in our world today, and yet many of us remember being in our perhaps grandparents' homes where that was a staple, and you were frequently lighting a match to do various tasks, lighting a stove, heating or cooking, and all sorts of things.
That's right. Need a match? You had one on the wall right there. It wasn't like something you had to go hunt for. It was there in the box, the match box.
When was the last time you went to buy a box of matches?
It's been a long, long, long time. 1949. We've got some news here. This was in the Glasgow Times. It says, here is the record in the good county of Metcalfe. Of course, that makes you want to read it right here. Well, here's that record, Sam. Of 75 farm families reporting in Metcalfe County, 44 of them have electric refrigerators. 43 have electric washing machines. 30 of them in Metcalfe County have kitchen sinks. 20 of the farmers in Metcalfe County here in 1949 have hot and cold running water. 8 have hot running water. 1 has a bathroom, and 6 have telephones. Now that paints a mosaic of history for sure, don't you think?
I agree, and it's a good reminder of just how far we've come.
That's not all that long ago, 1949.
No, it's not.
But you think about that, and you think about things like REA, rural electrification, all the different incentives to bring this area into the modern times. Wasn't that easy of a thing to do, to run water all over the place and to do that kind of stuff? And you had to have it's kind of like the cart and the horse. You'd like to get hot and cold running water, but if you only had 20 kitchen sinks in the county, they had to be pretty well spread out there, I think. And 6 telephones, that's a lot of running, a lot of wire. But in such a short period of time, Sam, we've come a long way. A long way. But it makes us think about it. Makes me think about it. And who knows what's going to happen next.
Exactly. And it reminds us that we really need to be appreciative of the conveniences we have. We think of phones, iPhones, and that sort of thing being a convenience today, but these were things that we now consider basic items. And had we not had things like the South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative and rural electrification programs, they wouldn't be possible.
Pioneering indeed. And you think about it now, think about how we've come full circle. Did you ever have a party line?
Oh, yes.
A party line is where you had, 6 or 7 of you might be on the same pair of wires, and you had to share the phone line all up and down the roadway. Well, now it seems like we've gotten back to party lines because we're doing social media. We're on Facebook with each other, just like we would have been on the party line 50 years ago. So, were we that far off? Just something to think about, Sam. This day in 1959, this is a scary story right here. Mr. and Ms. David Jordan narrowly escaped death Sunday morning when they were found unconscious in their home on Lexington Drive by Mr. Jordan's father, Lewis. They were rushed to Sampson Community Hospital for carbon monoxide poisoning attributed to a leaky gas furnace. They have since been dismissed from the hospital. History will tell us that they both recovered, but boy, it's a scary thing. Leaky gas furnace, you had no way of knowing back in the day. And those were 2 excellent citizens. I knew both of them. Mr. and Ms. Jordan scared us all, though, 1959, Sam. And that was long before the invention of carbon monoxide testers or, alarms, I guess.
Exactly. And we still have issues with carbon monoxide poisoning in today's world, but not anything compared to the dangers that it presented in years past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the things. We knew about it. We knew about the harms of it. That's why, the gas companies very quickly came up with a way to put an aroma in them. Gas doesn't smell like that. It's just the whatever they put in it to make it have some kind of a smell, so at least you can smell it if it's leaking. 1969, another bad story here. This is the day that fire destroyed the home of Mr. and Ms. L.V. Taylor on the Tompkinsville Road. Also the homes of Mr. and Mrs. Frankie Estes of Route 1 Austin and Mr. and Ms. Herman Word of Route 3 were completely destroyed last week. What's going on here? 1969, Sam.
Very sad and tragic news.
That's right. And, this is the time of the year when those things happen. I mean, it seemed like they happen more just because of what we talked about, heat and things of that nature. But nonetheless, it's tragic. And probably nothing you could do to prevent it. Just getting it out seems to be the challenge. All right, let's move to 1979. Here we have some winners in the boys' division of the Optimist Club's Pass, Dribble, and Shoot. Now, you've heard of Punt, Pass, and Kick. Well, this was the Optimist Club doing Pass, Dribble, and Shoot. Now, here's the winners. Andy Jones, Billy Ramsey, Steve Parker, Scott Seabold, Greg Hammer, and Barry Hayes. The winners in the girls' division of the Optimist Club Pass, Dribble, and Shoot contest, Michelle Ward, Melanie Whitlow, Leanne Farrell, Martha Nunn, and Gayla Bunch. Some excellent athletes there, and I think that's a neat deal. The Optimist Club putting that on and getting those youngsters together, Sam, showing their skills. 1989, let's get an advertisement here in the, this was the, which one is? Glasgow Daily Times, 1989. It's an advertisement for the Fashion Nook in Edmonton, having a sale where all fall and winter merchandise is half off. Pretty good deal, you think?
I think so.
All fall and winter is half off, and we're just kind of getting into winter, you know, back in 1989. And you think about that, Edmonton has a store being very progressive known as the Fashion Nook, and that was 1989. Only 40 years before that, they had 6 phones in the county. So that's progress.
It is progress.
1999, this was the day that we got the news that we didn't want to hear, that SKF was going to cease tapered roller bearing production, and it'll affect approximately 280 employees. Now, sometimes they slow it down, sometimes it leads to something better, but in 1999, it wasn't good news to hear that SKF was going to cease this tapered roller bearing production plant they had in Glasgow for all these years.
One of the industries that helped to build our community into the modern age.
No question about it. Very well run and an excellent place to work, as so many folks that we know did so. And finally, this is ironic that we end with this, Sam. 10 years ago, this day in the archives, it says here, there's still time for the public to submit their family histories to be published, and the Barron County Family Histories book being compiled by the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. The deadline is February the 28th. I well remember that. I will remember how much effort was put into getting that information together, and how much enjoyment it is to look at it even today. I have a copy of that book, too.
It is, and I refer to mine often, and you can't possibly mention that book without giving a special thanks to Gail Berry.
Oh, listen.
She spearheaded that and spent countless hours collecting that information, and what a great contribution to history.
We need to remember that. Next time we need to look something up, connect a dot. Gail had something to do with it. I have a different way to remember it, because I was lax in turning in my family history. But the persistence of Gail, and she's good at that, when she wanted to get me to do something, I finally got it turned in. And the entire book was fabulous. Yeah, and that's excellent that we chime out there to Gail. She's still involved in such things as gathering the archives. But it makes a difference when you got somebody who has a feel for it, for sure. All right, Sam, let's see here. It's a hodgepodge. We've got bad stuff going on here with fires and matches and carbon monoxide. But then we got some athleticism and some attempt to preserve our history. It's the fabric we call the archives. And I thank you for making it enjoyable, and I look forward that we can reconvene tomorrow, and we'll find out more.
Absolutely. We'll see you then. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Sam Terry, and the program today brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services, as well as being brought to you by Amedisys Home Health.
Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
3608.
Well, let's see. Today we are patting on the back by special request Russ Reed. Now, Russ is having a birthday today, and Russ is a good fella, and he was requested to be good as gold, and why not get it done on his birthday? So if you see Russ Reed around town today, pat him on the back. Tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
An associate degree is a great start to your college journey. But why stop there? People with a bachelor's degree earn more money, have more career satisfaction, and are more likely to climb higher within their organization. Take your education and your career to the next level and transfer your associate degree to WKU in Glasgow. You may qualify for a transfer scholarship of up to $4,000. Spring registration is going on now, so visit wku.edu/learn/here and climb higher with WKU.
Don't miss a great night out for a great cause Saturday, January 26th at the Cave City Convention Center. Jeff Parker and Company, formerly of Daly and Vincent, with special guests Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, perform live to benefit the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department. Tickets are just $15 and are on sale now at the Cave City Convention Center or from any Cave City fireman. Jeff Parker and Company and Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, live at the Cave City Convention Center Saturday, January 26th. Get your tickets now.
And we're giving away some of those tickets, too, on the afternoon show with Aaron in the afternoon. The movie trivia prize up until the event is tickets to go see Jeff Parker and Company and, of course, Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek. Why don't we check out the forecast?
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. The vision of the Bell family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs, from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Clouds in, patchy fog this morning, but now temperatures will recover after a little bit of wintry precip for some, especially north. We'll roll through the day with clouds trying to break up, but I think they're going to win today, and that's going to keep the insulation or incoming solar radiation from keeping us from getting too warm. 36. Overnight tonight we break up the clouds, colder, 26. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow, 42. Then high pressure dominates through midweek and slides east, so we do get a little milder on the west side of that high. More sun than clouds Wednesday in the low 50s. Next storm system brings rain, and it's probably going to be all rain, low 50s on Thursday. Friday, mostly cloudy, upper 40s. Over the weekend, it just gets a little bit more interesting. Much colder air coming in, rain potentially to snow. Saturday, Sunday. I'm Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
That is interesting, Ray. Current conditions, barometer is at 30-32, way up there, clearing things out. 98% humidity. We had a little over half an inch of rain over the weekend. This weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
An associate degree is a great start to your college journey. But why stop there? People with a bachelor's degree earn more money, have more career satisfaction, and are more likely to climb higher within their organization. Take your education and your career to the next level and transfer your associate degree to WKU in Glasgow. You may qualify for a transfer scholarship of up to $4,000. Spring registration is going on now, so visit wku.edu/learn/here and climb higher with WKU.
What would be the worst words you could hear? What if you heard from someone in a position of authority saying, "It's too late"? Maybe you had an assignment due or a proposal due, and they said, "It's too late." You missed out. Well, the Bible says in Isaiah 55, beginning at verse 6, "Seek the Lord while he may be found," meaning turn to the Lord before it's too late. Call upon him while he's near. Let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, that he may have compassion on him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. Jesus says in John 9:4, there's coming a time when it will be too late. It's great to be a child of God because we know we'll never have to hear this, and we don't have to live in fear. I don't want to hear it's too late. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
How does a free pizza sound? I guarantee you it sounds good. You could win one from Little Caesars, our sponsor of trivia. Get that thinking cap on and see how you do.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy Thin Crust Pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round one-topping Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
651-914-986-1023. Here we go. We don't do a lot of current event trivia questions, so I thought let's do a current event trivia question, okay? What worldwide cultural organization did the United States withdraw from at the end of this past year because of its recognition of Palestine? Kind of sounds like a newsy trivia contest, but hey, we got to explore all avenues. It's current events. What worldwide cultural organization did the United States withdraw from at the end of this past year because of its recognition of Palestine? Topical trivia.
UN Commission on Human Rights?
No, it's not right. Trivia.
European Union?
No, it's not right. There's an acronym that it's most known by. Trivia.
UNESCO.
That's it. Who's this speaking?
Terry Jackson.
Terry, how you doing?
Doing great. How about you?
Fine. I was thinking about you the other day. I hadn't heard from you in a while.
Well, I've not been too sharp here.
Well, so here we are. We got you internationally thinking here. UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, also known as UNESCO. Terry, what do you know about that?
Well, I heard it a few days ago on TV and then couldn't remember exact name, so I had to get a little help this morning.
Well, it is UNESCO. It's sort of a cultural, it's involved in doing, kind of helping promote the cultural side of things, but the United States felt like that as long as this particular organization is going to include Palestine as part of its cultural efforts, that we didn't really need to be a part of it.
I remember that part of it.
And also, the thing is, apparently a little over a year ago, we quit paying our dues.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And so we have we're in quite arrears. If we were going to stay in, it would cost a lot of money to catch up the dues. So, even the largest of organizations, it all gets down to making sure you pay your dues there, Terry.
Well, it's hard to do sometimes, I'm sure.
That's right. You got pizza. Come by and pick up the coupon, okay?
I sure will. Appreciate it, and have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Terry Jackson, that's right. This organization is called UNESCO, 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 the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. We used to be a member of it, but as of the end of the year, we're not. 7:05. Thanks to the good folks out at Little Caesars for letting us play trivia. And I hope you'll join us tomorrow. We'll do more of the same.
CBS News Update. It's the first day back to work for people in the Midwest and Mid-Atlantic states who got slammed with a massive snowstorm over the weekend. Driving is still a dicey proposition.
Definitely got to be careful out there because it wasn't the safest drive, I would say.
I'm Jim Crisula. Utility companies in North Carolina and Virginia say it could be the middle of the week before all of the electricity knocked out by a deadly winter storm is restored. Nearly 250,000 homes and businesses were without power and heat following the storm that affected millions from the southern plains to the east coast.
They're bracing for wet weather on the west coast. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson with the forecast for Southern California.
The rain will be heavy enough at times that if it happens to fall over any of the areas that were impacted by some of the fires, you do have a decent likelihood at some mudslides. So you're going to absolutely want to be paying attention. I wouldn't be surprised to see some evacuations ordered as we get to the middle of the week.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Insurance is all about families. That's true when you think about it. From insuring your home, your car, to the farm that provides for the family. Or that family business that continues through generations. I'm Jared Pursley with Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Don't you mean ISU Pettigo Lessenberry? Okay, Daniel, you always have to be right. I'm Daniel Bird here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry, and what we're trying to say is that everything we do is for our families. So if you're looking for agents you can trust, agents who know where you're coming from, then we'd be honored to serve you and your family's best interest. Call us today at 270-651-8837.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Dr. Thurman would be the man to go to.
To learn more, call the office of Dr. James Thurman at 651-5939.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry, I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. A capacity crowd attended the first Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce's breakfast of the year at the TJ Pavilion Friday morning. The event was hosted by Citizens First Bank with a warm welcome from their own Carissa Peterson. Newly elected Chamber President Brett Lowe with Atmos Energy presided over the event with keynote addresses from new Glasgow Mayor Harold Armstrong and Barron County Judge Executive Michael Hale. As a part of Hale's presentation, he announced the winner of the Barron County Government Echo Award. This award recognizes exemplary citizens helping others. The honoree is Justin Browning, who has been instrumental in bringing the InterApp Skills program to our community. Browning told WCLU about InterApp Skills.
Well, I'm project manager for Barron County Skills. We partnered with InterApp, which is a software company from Louisville, last semester to complete a training program. Our cohort 1 was incredibly successful, 93% success rate, which is unheard of in any type of training program. And we're finishing up getting all the adults placed, and they're placed we've got some placed as software developers in Louisville and Nashville locally. We have individuals placed as web developers, and there's just great things ahead. We're not stopping. We're not done.
Small Business of the Quarter was Glasgow Prescription Center. Owner Robert Oliver accepted the award and made remarks to the crowd, as well as introducing a number of his staff who were in attendance. The award was presented by Small Business Committee Chairman Tina Heiser. The Glasgow City Council will meet tonight with new members and a new mayor. Presiding over the business, a new firefighter, Drew Masterson, will be sworn in. Appointments will be made to several boards and committees, including an executive order pertaining to the Emergency Management Department. Tracy Shirley is expected to be nominated as director once again. It is also expected that Jamie McFarland will be nominated to continue serving as city clerk. In old business, some financing options for the new water park are to be discussed. The meeting begins at 7 p.m. You can watch that meeting at WCLU Facebook and online at watchwclu.com, as the original broadcast brought to you on Glasgow's EPB Channel 6. The Glasgow Police Department has arrested Keith Bird, age 51, of Cave City in connection with the armed robbery of the Dollar General store on West Main Street in Glasgow. Bird is charged with robbery first degree and wanton endangerment first degree. The arrest was made by Officer John Warnock and Officer A.J. Reese, who was assisted by the Barron County Sheriff's Department. On Friday afternoon, the Glasgow Police Department responded to an armed robbery at the Dollar General store on West Main. Bird allegedly brandished a firearm at the clerk and demanded money before leaving on. No injuries were reported. On Saturday afternoon, the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to a complaint of an entry collision involving a vehicle and a CSX train at the railroad crossing at Dillard Road. Upon deputies' arrival, it was discovered that a 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix operated by Travion T. Carver, age 19, of Bowling Green, had been on the railroad track crossing when his vehicle was struck by a train going through that crossing. Carver was transported to the Medical Center of Bowling Green for treatment of minor injuries. The Warren County Sheriff's Office was assisted on the scene by Woodburn Volunteer Fire Department. The collision is still under investigation. More local news when we continue here on WCLU. Right now, 7:13, 32 degrees.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
The home of Bailey Gibson Buick GMC.
In more local news at this hour, lots of high school basketball this weekend as the Glasgow Scotties and Lady Scotties played in the 2A Section 1 tournament at Hopkins Central High School in Madisonville. Both teams advanced to earn berths in the state tournament this weekend in Owensboro. First, the girls won over Callaway County 47-41, but lost in the championship game to Webster County 52-42. Both the sectional winner and runner-up advanced to the state, so the Lady Scotties will play Rowan County at 11 a.m. Friday morning. Now let's turn to the boys. In the opening game Saturday, the boys defeated Callaway County 52-42. Then the Scotties came back on Sunday and downed at Webster County 54-48 to take the title. So Friday morning, the Scotties will play in the 2A state tournament in Owensboro against Rowan County at 9:30. WCLU will have the broadcast of all the action. For just the first time in the Ginger High Colvin era, Lady Tiger basketball made a splash in the high major NCAA Division I level and landed University of Mississippi transfer and Glasgow, Kentucky native Bree Glover. Glover's a 5'10" forward from Glasgow and has 2 years of eligibility remaining for the 2019 and 20 and 2020-21 seasons. Bree's new coach says Bree is an unbelievable talent and a huge pickup for us. We watched her excel in high school at Glasgow under Coach Stinson and knew she would go on to be a great college player. We are grateful that she decided to come back closer to home. Glover played the previous 2 seasons at Ole Miss and excelled on the court. Just last season in 31 games for the Rebels, she averaged 20.3 minutes per game and tallied 1.6 points and 4.9 rebounds per game. Prior to her commitment to Ole Miss and now transfer to Campbellsville, Glover considered options from Indiana, Kansas, Stanford, and WKU out of high school. The Kentucky General Assembly has formed a public pensions working group to review and analyze the state's public pension systems, including a review of the system structure, costs, benefits, and funding. The panel will be co-chaired by Senator Will Schroeder of Wilder and Representative Jerry Miller of Louisville. Other members include Senate President Robert Stivers, Senate Majority Floor Leader Damon Thayer, Senator Jimmy Higdon, and Senator Christian McDaniel, also Senate Minority Floor Leader Morgan McGarvey, and Senate Minority Caucus Chair Johnny Ray Turner of Prestonsburg. The working group is authorized to meet as often as necessary as to the discretion of the co-chairs during the current General Assembly session up to March 30th, and if necessary can meet monthly during the 2019 legislative interim during that time period through December the 30th. Lawmakers wrapped up the organizational session of the 2019 General Assembly on Friday with 4 bills receiving final passage in the Senate. One measure, sponsored by Senator John Schickel from Union, would remove the power of site-based councils to hire principals for their schools, placing it back into the hands of the district superintendent as it was prior to the passage of the Kentucky Education Reform Act. During floor debate, Schickel said the councils are important and his bill does nothing to take away the other 11 responsibilities they have. He says his bill would also add another parent to the site-based council, so there would be 2 parents and 2 teachers along with the principal. Senator Alice Forgy Kerr from Lexington spoke in opposition, saying this bill is very regressive in an effort to dismantle CARA. For WCLU Local News, I am Wes Royce reporting. Now news from around the state in Kentucky News Network.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Billy Rutledge. Delta Airlines in Cincinnati went the extra mile Saturday morning, literally. Officials say a Delta plane slid off the runway while on its way to the terminal at Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport. Nobody was injured, while crew and passengers were taken to the terminal by ground transport. The Kentucky Department of Education and Commissioner Dr. Wayne Lewis announced a new initiative on Sunday to encourage students to become leaders in their communities.
We have to expect much more of ourselves, expect much more of our system, expect much more of our kids.
The Student Ambassador Initiative aims to raise the bar in learning and help close the gaps in Kentucky education system. The initiative will ask students to do service projects that promote learning where they live.
Because if we're going to make the type of progress that we have to make with raising the bar, with closing the gap, we need their leadership.
Lewis hopes this will encourage kids from all backgrounds to invest in their education. A Lexington mother is facing charges of DUI and endangering the welfare of a minor while trying to educate her son. Sunita Yarman told police yesterday she was teaching her son a lesson when she drank a lot of beers before getting in their car together. She also admitted to officers that she drove at speeds as high as 150 miles per hour. And a fundraiser is being held for the family of a St. Matthews detective who passed away from cancer earlier this month. Shack in the Back Barbecue will host an event today from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. tonight, with 15% of the proceeds going to Detective Jeremy Meyer's family. Shack in the Back Barbecue is located on Mount Holly Road near Fairdale Road in Fairdale. I'm Billy Rutledge.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/aware to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in excess of your data plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
21 at WCLU. We're waking up with a temperature reading of 32 degrees. Let's check in with Ray Stajic real quick so we know exactly how to dress today and how to plan.
Clouds in, patchy fog this morning, but now temperatures will recover after a little bit of wintry precip for some, especially north, from keeping us from getting too warm. 36. Overnight tonight we break up the clouds, colder 26. Clouds and sunshine tomorrow, 42. Then high pressure dominates through midweek. More sun than clouds Wednesday in the low 50s. Next storm system brings rain, low 50s on Thursday. I'm Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
We had a little over half an inch of rain over the weekend, and waking up at freezing. I'm freezing. How about you? 32 degrees at WCLU.
A college degree can mean the difference between a job you need and a career you love. But getting your degree may seem impossible because of your busy schedule. WKU Online is here to help. With over 100 online degree options, you can choose the degree that fits your goals and have the flexibility you need to fit your schedule. So get ready for that career you've been dreaming of and climb with us. Spring registration is going on now. Visit wku.edu/online today because life at the top is worth the climb.
Let's play a little word association.
Okay.
When I say office supplies, you think of?
Express One Source.
Okay. When I say corrugated boxes for shipping materials and products, you think?
Express One Source.
How about bubble wrap, foam, stretch film, and tape?
Express One Source.
Okay, then janitorial supplies?
Express One Source.
Office furniture.
I know. Express One Source.
We get all this stuff from Express One Source? How did I not know?
Because they have sales representatives who call on us, and they provide just-in-time delivery.
Wow. Where do they stock all this stuff?
They have a retail location next to the Glasgow EPB and 250,000 square feet of storage space in 4 local warehouses.
So for all this, we have one source.
Express One Source. Check them out at www.expressonesource.com.
32 degrees at 7:23. Wes talked about the big weekend sports events with the 2A sectional tournament advances for the Scotties and Lady Scotties. But there's some more basketball tonight. High school basketball tonight in the girl-boy doubleheaders in the 4th Region All-A Classic. Metcalfe County hosts Clinton County, and Cumberland County goes to Russellville. And we'll have the results of those contests for you, as well as a busy week sports-wise here in South Central Kentucky. 7:23.
Do It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes. That's right, Ralphie's Fun Center. They make it fun, and a week from today is going to be Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and of course, most area schools are out. It's going to be kind of a quiet day. It's a holiday. It's one that we need to celebrate, and Ralphie's is going to do some special things on that day in celebration of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. So we'll be telling you more about that. But for now, other birthdays I want to tell you about today, including Mr. Terry Prophet, Jennifer Garman, Charles Patrick. Charles, we sounded a gong in your honor, sir, on your 60th birthday. Joey Wilson has a birthday. It's Janie Klein. Melissa Beauty, Candace Simmons, Julie Collier, Amanda Eversole, Jamie Johns, Adam Bird, Zach Miner, Russ Reed, Griffin Murphy. Griffin is 19 today. It's Sammy Edmonds' birthday. Kenny Alexander celebrates. Danielle Nunn having a birthday today. Gary Claywell celebrates today, too. And one anniversary, so far, it's Lowell and Pam Browning. Happy birthday to the Brownings. Lowell and Pam Browning. 651-914-9800-956-1023 online. We're here for you at WCLUradio.com.
Kentucky Collision, we know a lot about the weather, not so much about the science, but we see firsthand how weather can contribute to accidents, collisions, and mishaps that are dangerous and costly. We encourage you to know the weather and increase your awareness and remove any distractions when weather conditions worsen. Southern Kentucky Collision has many satisfied customers who were involved in weather-related mishaps. That's why we encourage you to pay attention at all times, but certainly when the weather turns bad. If you experience a mishap, call on the experience of Southern Kentucky Collision. 37 years developing an impeccable reputation of quality work and customer satisfaction. Located just across the track on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, let us take the hassle out of repairing a damaged vehicle. Need to talk? Call 270-651-6413.
One look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
The events calendar here on WCLU for Monday, January 14th. Caverna High School SBDM Council will not meet today in the high school library. This has been canceled, and a special called meeting is set for tomorrow at 4:30 in the library. The Temple Hill SBDM Council will meet today at 5 o'clock at the school. The public is invited to attend. The Barron County High School SBDM will meet in regular session today, 3:45 in the Trojan Academy Media Center. The Barron County Middle School SBDM Council will meet on Tuesday, tomorrow, at 3:30 at the school. Community Action of Southern Kentucky has begun the crisis portion of the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. This program can assist households that are in a home heating crisis. For more information, call us 651-8171. Do you have a church community event coming up? We would like to know at 270-651-9149 or 1-800-956-1023. Log on to the website WCLUradio.com. With today's events calendar, I'm Jason Thomas on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jason. 32 degrees now at WCLU. We're at 728 today. We're patting Russ Reed on the back. It just happened to work out that some folks were thinking about Russ Reed and about what a good guy that he is, and they thought it'd be wonderful if we could pat him on the back on his birthday and let him know he's good as gold, and that's what we are doing today. So if you see Russ Reed around, why don't you do the same thing? Let him know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where you know Monday's always hopping over there at Texas, and it's a great way to get the week started off with friends and co-workers. Head to Texas during the lunch hour today, okay?
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us, next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse. The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Glasgow
Bypass in Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
732 WCLU, waking up with 32 degrees. Everything. It's all 32s.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
So we're going to go to the newsroom here, and, we've had the weekend to scour the news wires and look for things, and it's pretty neat. I've been getting really neat calls, Wes, about, on the archives today. Sam Terry and I talked about 1949. There was sort of a progress report on Metcalfe County.
Right.
Where they had, so many, 20 kitchen sinks and running water, and then they had 6 telephone lines. And I had one listener that we know well over in Metcalfe County says, don't forget, we now have trash pickup.
Yeah. All the amenities.
But it's, it's good folks. Doesn't matter about, how many miles of phone line you have. It's the good folks that you serve.
That's right.
And we know a lot of good ones in Metcalfe County. All right, a couple of things here in the Tidbit News. Well, I wish your wife was here to comment on this one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Of course, she is a physician, and but then again, she's also your wife. So follow along with this story, Wes.
Okay.
There's a woman in China who was recently diagnosed with a rare hearing loss condition that prevents her from hearing men's voices.
She's not alone.
The woman, who is identified only as Chen, that's C-H-E-N, Chen, recently woke up one morning and was unable to hear her boyfriend's voice. The Xiamen resident, hope I'm saying that right, then rushed to the Qianpu Hospital, hoping doctors there would be able to help her. Ms. Chen was subsequently diagnosed by an ear, nose, and throat specialist with a condition called reverse slope hearing loss, or RSHL. Now you say that like you go like you know what it is.
I'm just taking it all in.
Okay, RSHL. Russell.
Reverse slope
hearing loss, and it's rare. It says according to, and just out of the blue, this story out of China, there's a quote from the Tennessee Thigpen Hearing Center. It says, according to Tennessee's Thigpen Hearing Center, for every 12,000 cases of hearing loss, only one person has RSHL in the U.S. and Canada. Specifically, The condition does roughly affect 3,000 people. Those with the condition typically have trouble hearing low-frequency sounds. She was able to hear me when I spoke to her, but when a young male patient walked in, she couldn't hear him at all, said Lin Xiaoqing, who is the female doctor who treated Miss Chen.
So what's the cure?
She was able to hear me when I spoke to her, but when a young male patient walked in, she could not hear him at all. The cure is rest. Apparently, she's been stressed out. Apparently, she's been fatigued.
Sometimes people can just talk so much you just tune them out.
That's right. And so, I guess the point is you could fake having RSHL. If a male voice says something to a female, and females would seem to have the option of either ignoring it or pretending to be suffering from RSHL and just not hearing it.
Which goes back to my theory, which never always comes across the wrong way, which is make a list.
Make a list.
Write it down.
That's right.
How am I supposed to remember all these things you need me to do? Write it down.
That's right. It could be I don't know what is there a disease where the female's voice has not been able to be heard by the male?
Reverse slope.
Yeah, I think that's just life in general. But anyway, this doctor, Miss Lin Xiaoqing.
It's not from bad intent. I can tell you that.
That's right. Lin Xiao. Well, of course, Julie Chen is. She's on one of those morning shows on CBS. So maybe she's related to this Chen woman. Maybe. Could be. Anyway, that's an interesting little ailment there. But it doesn't. It could be hard. If you can't hear a male voice.
I've got a female voice talking about a man who she thinks has the sexiest voice in the world, and that's her husband.
Okay.
Yeah, because Jeff Hinckley's having a birthday today.
Okay.
Jeff is 49 today.
Is he really? Holding on to it. I better write that down there.
And Beth does not have reverse slope.
In case I can't hear your voice.
She loves when Jeff helps out with softball and baseball games. She's like, doesn't he just have the sexiest voice?
Yeah, and how do you answer that?
You don't. You just nod your head.
Just curious.
I just say he sounds good on there.
That's right, and that is true. He does, and he's knowledgeable about the subject, too.
Well, all right. Well, I just got an approval from that on the text message, so we're good to go.
Good deal.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Now let me move over here to this other story we have on Tidbit News today. This is, you know what? I don't know if I can find this or not, Wes, but it's been a while. It has been a while since we have done Tidbit News and have been able to play this particular theme song. But this story qualifies, all right?
Okay. Oh, yeah,
dumb criminals. Dumb criminals. Tidbit exposés that prove crime doesn't pay. Dumb criminals.
How dumb were they?
I think they're dumb. You see what you think, okay? This is, first of all, it took me a while. I found this story, but I couldn't find where it was, and so I had to do a lot of research. This is in a newspaper in Calgary, Canada, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which is way up there, as the song says, way up north to Alaska. But this is actually Calgary, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the headline tells a lot of the story here, Wes. A woman and two men are in custody after they approached police in a stolen vehicle filled with drugs, asking for help because they had run out of gas.
Okay.
By definition, that is
dumb.
Dumb criminals, rather. The trio were arrested after a traffic stop Friday afternoon as they headed northbound on Highway 2 near Glen Park Road in Leduc. But they weren't the ones pulled over. According to the RCMP media release, whoever that is, the vehicle pulled over in front of the police, and a woman exited the vehicle wanting help because she had run out of gas.
Don't spend all your gas money on drugs.
As officers chatted with her and provided her with assistance, they discovered that she was wanted on an outstanding warrant. The police found 2 men in the vehicle trying to hide. I've read this. I found this story yesterday. These are 2 guys in the car trying to hide. Now, how much effort can you put into trying to hide in a car?
Depends on how much drugs was in there.
They were wanted also on outstanding warrants, Wes. One of the men was in medical distress and was transported to a hospital by ambulance. Officers searched the vehicle and found almost 1 kilogram of what is believed to be methamphetamine and 85 grams of what is believed to be cocaine. The vehicle was also stolen. The women and 2 men are currently in custody, facing a multitude of charges and awaiting a judicial release hearing.
Way to go, guys.
What do you think about that?
They got to be sitting there in jail thinking, scratching their head, and we had this great plan. Where did it go wrong?
That's right. How did we mess this up?
Let's see here.
I think putting the car in drive.
Which one of y'all flagged down the cop?
That's right. Say, can you imagine driving down the road with the police behind you? You got all these things, you're nervous anyway, and then your car starts to run out of gas, so you pull off of the road.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you pulled over. Nonetheless,
at that point, it's just a sign from up above.
Somebody that commented on this story.
Luck has run out. Literally.
That's right. Hang it up. The person that was in medical distress was actually later on they found out was trying to eat the evidence.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So if you eat whatever this stuff is, you eat it, and it.
It's got rat poison in it.
Puts you in distress.
And they're eating the cocaine.
Yeah. And
probably
trying to hide.
Are in shock.
That's right. Anyway, one more time for old time's sake. That is by definition a dumb criminals.
Very dumb.
Dumb criminals. Tidbit exposés that prove crime doesn't pay. Dumb criminals. And they weren't suffering from RSHL either.
And gas is so cheap right now. You got to think. With all, they could have slung a couple grams for some gas money.
Yeah, I know it. Tidbit News. We'll dig around for some more tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
You dream of a career in healthcare. Make your dream a reality at WKU in Glasgow. From dental assisting to phlebotomy to clinical medical assisting, we offer affordable, convenient classes that fit your busy schedule. Some can be completed in as little as 9 weeks. Employers are looking for qualified healthcare professionals. The right career training can help you stand above the rest. Classes begin in March, so register today at wku.edu/Glasgow/training. Life at the top is worth the climb.
Are you looking for a new career or maybe just part-time work? Ahead Staffing in Glasgow and Bowling Green can help make that happen. They're now taking applications for immediate job openings in the manufacturing and food production industry with competitive pay and benefits. The job market is in high demand for new employees. So whether you're looking for a full-time or part-time job, go see Ahead Staffing in Glasgow or Bowling Green and get started on a path to your own fulfilling career. You must be able to pass a drug test and you will be subject to a background check. Call 270-904-3777 in Bowling Green, or in Glasgow call 270-361-5119 to learn more. Or you can always go to aheadstaffingbg.com. With so many opportunities available, see why Ahead Staffing is the place so many in Southern Kentucky have chosen to help find the right job for them. And don't forget to visit aheadstaffingbg.com.
If you hadn't been to Colton Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh grilled pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted-in chipotle butter and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouth-watering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Colton Steakhouse, now open in Bardstown.
All right, it's 7:44, 32 degrees, WCLU. We'll check the forecast in a minute. It's just going to be one of those kind of a dreary days, but it'll lead to something better. We can tell you that for sure. Wes is in the newsroom with some music. I don't know why I connect the newsroom and music history together, but, it's just where you are.
That's why they call it Beat Writer.
Okay, all right. Well, beat on it.
Well, we got to say about Facebook and everybody.
Okay, so you're going to play some music here too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to play music too, so let's...
okay. Just don't get in trouble with...
Yeah, let's say bye to Facebook real quick, and we'll hear from Parish Carpet and come right back.
Okay, got it.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right.